After review of this report, the board then holds that these challenges will require further review of KEMSA around 3 key areas. The first one being the structure of KEMSA. In this, the organization structure establishes the degree to which it is constrained in achieving the strategic objectives. Then we have number 2 as governance, to determine the best fit approach to leadership and to oversight across the organization. Then we have the processes as number 3, to determine the gaps in the organization processes, procedures, and technologies. So, as the review gets underway and in compliance with the legal requirements governing labor management, the board has issued general notice letters to all staff working with KEMSA this morning. The board confirms that the necessary interventions have been put in place to avoid undue disruptions to service delivery and the day-to-day operations of KEMSA. The release of all staff to work from home is a procedural formality to facilitate the review of the organizational structure, and this will be undertaken expeditiously to ensure that the staff complement is fit for purpose and within the approved staff establishment levels. Attendance sensitivity and empathy will be maintained as the board is committed to ensuring a smooth review, and the following support measures have indeed been put in place. 1, continuous staff engagement and consultation within the next 30 days. This will ensure departmental and team engagements are undertaken, and will ensure communication of internal meeting schedules and communication with staff through official channels and through the relevant supervisors. Number 2, commitment to inclusivity. All staff will be engaged and appraised. They will all be engaged and appraised throughout the notice period. The necessary counseling and psychological support will be availed to all staff with no exception. The board is committed to facilitating the necessary reforms to ensure that KEMSA challenges are sufficiently addressed. This commitment includes aligning the organizational structure to industry-accepted standards for a health, commodities, and technologies procurement organization. It also calls for the introduction of global best practices, which include acceptable span of control, transparent reporting relationships and command structures, compounding related functions for strengthened accountability, and finally, a redetermination of optimal staffing levels and norms. Ultimately, as the board chair, I am encouraged that the KEMSA staff, management, and other operating partners have expressed a commitment to supporting the envisaged reforms. These reforms will provide the foundation for achieving the Big 4 health goals, including the realization of President Uhuru Kenyatta's much-cherished UHC program. The board commits to provide progressive updates on the reform milestones. And this is the end of our statement as a board. Thank you very much for those issues. And indeed, you have raised various issues. One is on staff levels, and wondering whether this will be mass sacking and whether this will be a punishment to our staff, which will affect maybe innocent people. And also, you're looking at the possible court process that might be involved.